we have the latissimus foam roll release, but this is like the special edition version because it allows us to go deeper without as much pain, which there in return helps to release this muscle at a deeper level in a more efficient way. So what we're going to do is take our foam roll. I've got the blue Rumble roller here, but feel free to use whatever foam roll you have. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my knees together, and I explain why in a second, and my hips stay on the ground and my arm stays up. Now I like to start a little bit with the roll high, so kind of in the tricep area where the lats connect. So not too low because I don't want to miss that beginning portion. From here, what I'm going to do, hand on the ground to support some of the body weight, or here, or if possible here, or if my neck gets tired here, everything is okay. I would just keep my hand here for the example. Rolling forward and back, I'm going to notice that I'm going to find some spots of tension. When I find that spot of tension, I don't want you to lift yourself up and fight through the roll. What I want you to do, while the knees are together, is that allows us to focus on keeping the hips on the ground, and from here, just moving from our upper body, or from our hips, if you will, yeah? And this allows me just to get a small rolling motion and focus on this one small area, so I don't end up fighting against the pain, if you will, because this one can be extremely painful. And then, as I feel this area release, I then move my body up. I always say like one vertebrae at a time, or like a few centimeters to the next portion, if you will, and I start over again. And what you're going to realize is wherever we are, sometimes now my area is here, that hurts. So sometimes the area changes. So when I find an area that has a bit more tension than the others, I then continue through this roll. The goal here is to go all the way basically down into where our lats would attach, and unfortunately across our ribs. As we go across our ribs, because it's a bone, it's a bit more sensitive. So I'm going to cheat here and go all the way down. Now that I'm on my ribs, so I would not have done that. I would have always been rolling up like this, working on each piece at a time, because that continues to pull the tension into the fascia, which is good. That allows us to work deeper. But I'm going to cheat for this example, just so you can see how we will do it when we are lower. From here, when I'm rolling like this, especially with these knobs, it's a bit painful on the ribs, but we have muscles over the ribs, from the latissimus dorsi to serratus anterior, that still need to be worked. So what I like to do here is either hold the roll or go against the ground and focus still on working that tissue, but taking some of my body weight away from the roll. And again, here I find a spot right in this position, which is directly in my lat, and I'm able to also continue to assist my body weight a bit from my elbow and a bit from here, and roll in this area. And you're able to go really as low as you want until you don't really feel anymore, or until you're just specifically on your ribs. The more painful it gets with the bone, just support your body weight against the roll or against the floor, or using your elbow slightly to release some of the pressure.